Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Pryoxis. I'm back with another video, man. In this one here, I'm going to talk about 3 things I hope to see in UFC 6 that were in UFC 3. Now, granted, there's a very low percent chance that this does happen, but you don't get the opportunity to make the shot if you never shoot it, right? So I'm going to talk about these 3 things, and then I'm going to go into actual gameplay and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And the first thing is going to be the clinch system. I want the UFC 3 clinch system. If you guys wasn't a part of that era or you never seen it before, I'm going to show you guys. You're going to realize that the UFC 3 clinch system was actually pretty clean compared to what we have now. You have the ability to work in a clinch. You have the ability to not be forced in and out of the clinch. You have to really work. You have the opportunity to get big slams, big takedowns out of the clinch, do some good damage out of the clinch, some knees, some elbows, toe stomps, right? Knees to the body, elbows to the head, knees to the head. You have the opportunity to do so much more work in the clinch in UFC 3 than compared to UFC 4 and UFC 5. And I think that's why EA kind of switched it up and changed the clinch, because they tried to make it easier for noobs, but in reality they just made it easier for cheesers, because now they just abuse the system. And I've seen it a lot, and once you guys see what I'm talking about, you're gonna be like, damn, bro, that is better. But it is a harder learning curve, and that's why I think EA probably was like, we need to change this to help out the newer players. But again, that's why you have casual playlists and you have a ranked playlist. And all these combat sports games seem to get that confused, and they don't understand the aspect of ranked competitive and casual play. Make a certain version of the game for casual play where casual players can do this, and ranked play where it's more strict or it's more, but it makes more sense, more so to say. Now, the next thing that I want to see from UFC 3 being UFC 6 is the ground and pound system. I don't think that system should have been changed at all. That was another system where they basically tried to make it easier for the newer players to understand, and all they did was create problems for the people that want to cheese it. Now, again, I'm going to show you guys this as well. You have the opportunity to posture up, throw elbows, posture up, throw the round strikes, throw all that good stuff. But the biggest part was you wasn't forced down. Your opponent could pull you down, and when your opponent will post it up, will posture it up. If you was the fighter on bottom, the submissive fighter, you had the opportunity to pull him down anytime you wanted to. You had the opportunity to catch his punches and hold his arm and reverse him. You had the opportunity to move your head. It was so much more you could do as a defensive guy, and wasn't forced into these situations where you have to move your head. Like when you're on the bottom, you in UFC 4 or UFC 5, when your opponent postures up, you have this time limit in which you cannot try to pull him back down or do nothing. You're forced to take the ground and pound strikes, which again puts you in like this mini game type of thing where you're forced to either dodge left, dodge right, or block, right? And your opponent rains down strikes, and if you get it wrong, you get hit with a hook. It makes the timer for the ground and pound longer. It's just very noob friendly and cheeser friendly on top of that, compared to what UFC 3 was. And again, I'm going to show you guys that as well. And the next thing is going to be something simple, but I think was really drastic for content creators and players out there where they wanted to play what they wanted to play, and that is the ability to search any weight class that you wanted to, and wasn't forced into, at this hour this is going to be the weight classes, at this time this is going to be the weight classes. I do understand why they did it, because maybe the player base was pretty split and everyone was searching the same weight classes, but try to keep your game alive, bro. Like I didn't have any issues searching matches on UFC 3, truthfully speaking. But that change was implemented in UFC 4, and I don't think a single soul liked it. But it is what it is. But what I'm gonna do next is go ahead and jump over into the gameplay, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so the first thing I was talking about was a clinch system, but before I do talk about the clinch system, you had an actual clinch denial. So let's say Habib tries to clinch. Say Habib tries to clinch here. Conor McGregor could actually deny the clinch. I don't know why that's not the game. But here we go. All right. So in the clinch right here, right? You can move him around. Usually it went by the stats. So in this situation, Conor McGregor was getting moved around by Khabib Nurmagomedov, which realistically makes sense. Now you see all these options here. I have the tie clinch. I have the over under. I have the break where I can just get out. And then if I hold down L2, I have an outside trip, I have a double leg, I have a single leg, and I have a leg grab. And then if I hold down left trigger and left bumper, if I have those advanced takedowns, I get the single leg high and the double leg high, which these are like the big slams, right? So in this situation, right, I could transition. Now these are just like the ground game where you have the meter that has to fill up in order to transition. So if I wanted to go to tie clinch and kind of wanted to deny me, right, he could, but unfortunately I can't do it here with one controller. But basically he can deny me trying to go to the tie clinch. But when I'm in a tie clinch here, right, I can move him around. I can beat up on him a little bit. I can knee him in the body, right? See, I'm just working. This is what people didn't like because it was being held in these positions, but it was a better system, right? Boom, elbow. Now he's rocked. It was a quick rock. You could also go right into a clinch, or right into a tie clinch, or right into other clinches. I'm not 100% sure how to do them or remember, but let's say for Conor McGregor, right? He had options. He had a single collar. He could bring it back to the single collar. Boom. Conor McGregor, you see, he doesn't have those advanced slams. He just has the single leg, the double leg. He has an over under and a tie clinch. Conor McGregor could go here. Also, there were takedowns and trips from this tie clinch right here. You see where you have the outside trip. Now I could go double unders, right? And I have takedowns. I have a body lock, I have a double leg, and I have a single leg. But Khabib Nurmagomedov also, well, he doesn't have it all. But there's a takedown. There's a takedown that Khabib would have. I would think he should have, but he doesn't have it from double unders on when you're on the submissive side. GSP has it for sure. But anyways, yeah, that's the clinch system, guys. And I actually want to clinch Conor McGregor and put him against the cage so you guys can see this system as well. It's against the cage you're fighting, right? Look at this. Knee to the leg. Knee to the leg. I don't really remember how to do the stomps. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really remember how to do the stomps. Maybe you couldn't. Maybe I'm tripping. But you can see here, as Khabib, I can work, right? I'm not forced to where my opponent has to hold up on the analog stick and he can get out. No, I'm holding you here. You got to fight to get out of here. So from here, I can do big takedowns. I can do, just regular takedowns. I can do go back to the tie clinch. And then as Conor McGregor, only thing I can do is over under, but I can reverse it. I could reverse this here. So if I hold down left bumper, I could go over under and I could actually reverse it and put him on the cage. And now I make him work, right? Shoulder strikes. I forgot about those. There goes the leg stomp right there. I mean the foot stomps right here. See? It was just a better system. It was really just a better system, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over to the takedown system. Let's just hip toss high. Why not? Boom. All right. So we're gonna go top mount. And this is what I'm talking about. So the posture up system. Now that I'm postured up, right? Conor McGregor, here goes the elbow. Well, there goes the elbow, that elbow, this elbow, round strikes, hammer fist, and Conor sleep. We're gonna restart practice to get it back down to the ground. Okay. Single leg high. Gonna pick him up. And welcome to the slam. All right, so let's go back top mount, posture up. You see here, I have arm bars, but basically, Conor McGregor, I don't know if he can move his head. I don't think he could. That's crazy. I don't remember if you can move your head or not, but you could block. Like, let's say you block. Let's have Khabib throw. Yeah, there it goes. So you see that right there? We're actually gonna go back top mount here. So when Khabib threw this, when he postured up and he threw this hand right here, as Conor McGregor, if I'm holding down the block button and when he throws that punch, if I flick this left analog stick or the right analog stick in the same direction as he's throwing, I'm gonna catch his arm, right? So I'm gonna do it again. Boom, I'm gonna catch his arm, and then I can reverse the position. That's not in UFC 5, bro. Like, how does that get changed, bro? It's just such a better system when it comes to the ground and pounding. And you see here, Conor McGregor can tee off. He's not forced to posture down, right? Now, Khabib, he can pull, like, let's say Conor McGregor, let's go back to Conor. He postures down, right? And then he postures up. Khabib can immediately pull him back down into the guard, right? Now let's do it again. Also, Khabib has the other options. He can go right in the full guard. Why was this changed? Like, seriously, why was this changed? It was such a better system, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, the last thing is I'm going to show you guys is going to be the searching the weight class system in ranked. So basically, went over the ranked championships, and you wasn't forced. Oh, well, in this 30 minutes or this hour, these are going to be the weight classes you can play. Watch this. Right? Boom. I could select which weight class I wanted to search in, and I wasn't forced to search a weight class based on what time it was. Simple as that. But with that being said, man, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, turn on notifications, and tell me what you think down below in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? See you.